Hello, this is Conversa Solutions, and welcome to our walkthrough of using a QR code to set up your device. The QR code method is the only method that is available during an Ensemble free trial, but it is also useful for testing, provisioning a single device, or if you need to install an older version of Ensemble. For more information on other device provisioning methods, please check our knowledge base articles that are linked in the description. In order to use the QR code method to provision your device, first, you must navigate to the Company Devices page, then click the During Setup Wizard tab, and then the Generate Enrollment QR code button here. Once you click that button, this will be the screen that you are greeted with. The first section that you will see here is where you will select the Ensemble version that you wish to install. By default, it will select the most recent version available. If you wish to use an older version, just click the drop-down menu and choose which version you would like to use. Once you have selected the version, click the Next button here to move on to the next step. The next screen is the Wi-Fi configuration screen. This is the first of 3 steps that are all optional. The only required step is the very first one, wherein you must select an Ensemble version in order to continue. If you wish to set up a Wi-Fi configuration on the device, this is the screen where you will do it. These 3 boxes are where you will put in that information. You'll put the Wi-Fi SSID right here, the password in the second box, and the third box is a drop-down where you can choose the Wi-Fi security type. Once you have entered any information that you need into the Wi-Fi configuration screen, click the Next button to move on to the next page, which is Branding. Again, the branding page is one of the optional pages. This page will allow you to change the Ensemble application's color. In order to do this, just click the Set Main Color button here, and then click the blue color box and use the slider to choose your color. Once you have chosen a color, or if you don't need to, just click Next to move on to the next section, Other Settings. This page is the final page that is optional. On this page, you can see that there are multiple settings that you can select and deselect. The first that you will see is the Locale dropdown. The Locale dropdown will allow you to select the language of the Ensemble application. The second option that you will see is Enable System Applications. This will control whether or not certain system applications are enabled, such as the Samsung Gallery, Samsung Notes, etc. After that is Skip Privacy Warnings. If this is unchecked, you will see a "This device is not private" screen during the setup wizard while Ensemble is installing. If it is checked, that screen will simply be skipped. Next is the Prompt Google Sign-In. When activating an MDM, the option to add a Google account is skipped. This will force the user to sign in to a Google account. Next is opt out of being able to grant sensor-related permissions. By checking this box, the Ensemble application can deny, but will not be allowed to grant, permissions for location, camera, microphone, activity recognitions, or body sensors on the device. The final checkbox is to opt out of collecting personal identifiers. In order to use this option, you must first accept the Protected Health Information Terms and Conditions under the HIPAA and HITECH Act. This option will opt the device out of collecting the following: location information, phone number, IP addresses, MAC addresses, and the SIM ICC ID. Once you have selected or deselected whichever options you need, just click the Next button to move on to the final page. The final page is where the QR code will generate automatically. This QR code contains all of the settings that were selected in the previous steps. From here, you can scan the code with your devices. You can go back to choose different settings. You can click Reset to go back all the way to the beginning and start over. Or you can download the QR code for future convenience. Remember, to scan the QR code with your Android device, just simply tap the screen 6 times when you're on the first screen of the setup wizard to bring up the camera in order to scan it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to stay up to date with any future releases and tutorials. Please feel free to reach out to us at support@ensemblemdm.com with any questions. Thank you and have a fantastic day.